Testy 2. What? Oh, okay. So, um, yes. Teleprompter. Let's see. Eat. The movie theater. Teleprompter. Conspiracy. The Saturn Child. Ooh. Ooh, shader. What? Huh? Okay. Uh, let's do the shade error character colors. Let's see, that's black onyx colors, and then we'll make the eyes red. Very cool. Whoops. Whoops, I completely did that wrong. Did I? Eyes. Red. Red. There it is. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Error. Okay, okay, so yeah, people seeing me from the past that are in the same room with me. Hello, yes, I am going to eventually, solidly read those books in the future so that I get a hint of what's going on in those books. Yep, yep, I do. Um, but I'm not gonna do that yet, so I don't know those books, but I will know those books eventually. Okay, okay. Um, but ching. I like doing the but ching. Uh, yes, I love shaders, but ching. Like, it me. I'm Christian Lane. It me. I'm Grogu. I'm Baby Yoda. Okay. Um. Okay. So conspiracy the Saturn Child, 1995.com. Money, money, money. Oh, whoop. 1995.com. Okay. Let's see. Zinner. Okay. Do I want to do my custom Zinner with the eye and the shapes? Or do I want to do the classic Zinner? Okay, I think I'm going to do classic Zinner. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you Go Fish. Watch this. Okay, I'm going to do a new trial, and then I'm going to say it's the O.
Circle.
Oh, wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, let's try Go Fish again. Oh. Okay, now let's try again, and then let's do plus. Reveal. It's not plus.
Star.
Go Fish. Okay, here we go. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Okay, no, red, red. Why is everything red? Okay, okay. So now I'm going to talk to the people viewing me from the past who are selling my future, and I'm going to say, but even with that whole telling the future thing, like if I eventually post a video including those things, and then they see the video, like it's the things in your own life, right? So like if you if they if like if you they if you but crap. Okay, so okay, so for the custom one, you can do anything. Let's do the O or the I.
Large blue diamond.
Nope, that's not it. But then what's the cool thing? I'm going to again, I am going to uh somebody in the past who is psychic said, and they said it in the past, so it was said, and then like I am doing it, and so is it because they're seeing it, or is it because they suggested it? The power of suggestion, yo. Ah. Oh, and then like if like if you are telling somebody's future, the future, I'm casting spells, casting spells. I know your future. I'm going to tell the future. So if you're gonna do that, um, and help people to achieve their goals and manifest things and like make good things happen and like the key is to see it in your mind before it happens, to make the goals, to set habits in place to eventually achieve your goals and win and do all those good things. But there is something like where you see something before it happens and then go into the future. um it isn't like, don't say really bad things that are going to happen to somebody. Like, don't say you're going to get the left half of your brain removed or you're going to go to jail, because if you because or just like you're going to stub your toe, because then they see that in their mind's eye, and if they are suggestive or whatever, like, then perhaps they might try to manifest that unknowingly and then like have negative things happen. So only do good vibes. Good things are happening. Put out positivity. Like attracts like. So put out positivity and only talk about like positivity and positive futures. And like if you get the if you get the death card, that is rebirth. Like rebirth. Ooh. Um. But anyway, so that's your number with the fives. That's the due to the green eyes and the fives and the two and the seven and the chaos and the magic and the synchronicities of the people who go insane from the lunar and the dealing with chaos magic and data analytics and predictive analytics and yo, freaking fresh. So let me show you this. So all of the options are five. So I'm going to select five and then reveal. Whoops. Okay, let's do another one and then five and reveal. That's
5,
five. That's you reveal the number of the five. It's like whenever you're like, don't gamble. Like, may the odds be ever in your favor. Um but like, just don't gamble, like, because like, say winning the lottery, like, unless you really want to win the lottery and you're just playing a game like where you win the lottery and it's just like play money and stuff and it's just simulation of having an unfathomable amount of money, um then you're probably going to have a better chance of getting struck by lightning than winning the lottery. And time is money, money is time, and there are very specific like things in place for the amount of money, and money is a measure of wealth, and but it is a measurement. But having true joy and happiness, having abundance, and having wealth, um, is something that uh, uh, like, I like the idea of frugal luxury, being able to um, frugally be luxurious. Like the things in the 80s, like getting like a TV setup with like a CRT and like a wooden thing and stuff, like, and like your sound system and stuff. Like those are like the rich people, and then like the whole thing of like how you make money is all like by machines and like um and like like the after the industrial revolution where everything was being manufactured rather than and done by robots with Amazon and with uh, with robots like and automated creation of things, and then like global trade and uh, okay, so whoo, hello. Um, so there's that five because the only possibility that it can be is five. But let me show you something else. Okay, so let's reset this. So, so if somebody says do the eye and then I pick the eye, whoops.
Aquarius.
Oh, I like that. That's one of my favorite symbols of these symbols to get in the symbols. But I didn't get the eye. But it could have been the eye. So which leads me on to my next point. Okay, so this is just hypothetical. This is just like fictional and role play and simulation and like Hollywood type stuff what we're doing right here because I'm talking to myself with the ring ring banana phone, orange juice hamburger phone. So um okay, so here's the one because some people it's location based, but some people it's like seeing into the future of somebody no matter where they are, or even utilizing the all-seeing eye to see into other places that you are not, and then even past, present, future. Um, and then there's the uh, all luck, magic, and manifestation. In God we trust. Um, which is important for my personal magic system and all magic, and manifestation. But let's see. Shade Air is really hitting on some things that I don't really talk about that much now that I've created this inner thing. I wonder if like repetition of seeing something in the future, like saying somebody saying crab over and over again and seeing crabs is going to make it easier for somebody to see and it's not just like from somebody else seeing the crabs in the future. Like it's actually something in your own future, and you see the crabs, and then the crabs you see the crabs, and it is said crabs over and over again, and then you see a crab touching a hand and it's pointing at it, and it's like ba ba ba, and a crab. Like that is probably going to be a crab, and it is probably going to be something that is actually something that I saw in the past, but it wasn't in somebody else's future, it was in my future, and then I saw the crab, and it was the crab and the starfish and the crab. Anyway, so here's the other thing that I wanted to touch on with the Zenner and the ESP and the all the whatever it is. It is the Go Fish, but if you're in the room with somebody, or if you go ring ring banana phone, and let's try to make it a star.
Heavy multiplication sign. Heavy plus sign.
Oh, I want star.
Aquarius.
Okay, if I really want the star, I could just do this. May the odds be ever in your favor. Oh, hello, Grandmaster. Some like my past self Grandmaster is like your mindset. It is like you are virtuous and you have a great moral compass, but your mindset is so full. It is currently full of lack and limitation, and not abundance. And you don't have as much. You don't have as much control and power over your life, or win choice environment, or even even the things that you have in the future, which are independence and having control and power over your life and free from naysayers, and which solitude helps with that and being aloof. But like, you should know about your benefits, and you should like, do you even know what your H3 logo looks like? Like seriously, like, um, but also I recommend, especially to in the past, I recommend Britney Spears, perhaps the Kabbalah. Like it is like, and then also other types of like complexities of colors and shapes and divine geometry and fractals and chaos theory, or not chaos theory but like chaos like shapes and stuff that are in the divine ratio and the 369 type stuff. um like you should like focus on like the Cabal is the best one that I know of right now, but like and just like knowing of like duality and the many aspects of what duality can mean and the good things, because it's not just like there's a coin flip to there's heads and tails of a coin, and then there's duality of like everything. But so let's get the star. Pick a star and then a star.
Medium white star.
I'm a star. Whoa, it's a star. Okay, now I'm going to show you something else. Um, this isn't real because I'm just playing as two acting roles with method acting with myself right here with the star. But ring ring, banana phone. Hello, key. Can you tell me what this is? What I'm seeing in front of me right now through my eyes in the place that I am. It is a place that you have been before. You've seen it. You know it. It is my house. Look at it. Look at my room. What does my room look like? Do you see my bed behind me? Do you see what's in front of me on my computer? Oh, look, it is a star. Yeah, you got it. How did you know that? How did you know that that was a star? Wow, very good. Are you a fly on the wall, or are are you a fly in the wall? What's a fly? Okay, I know what a fly is. Do you know what a fly is? Okay, so let's reset this, and then I'm just because this is at the end of this, and then this is like everything. Let's like so the first one I selected and I got right. But this one, my bet is that this is not going to give me, or actually, I'm going to do regular Zinner. But like, this is okay. So this isn't even from ESP. This is from the odds of something that you don't see because you don't see it yet, and it is something that is quantum, and you don't know what it is, um, and so this is let's say square. Or circle? Circle, 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 make a square, fool. Make a square, fool. Circle, 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 make a square. Let's do the square. Or the star? Square. I'm going to do the square. So, I'm going to do the square, and then the odds are that it's not going to be that. But if somebody were to be looking at the square, like if like your Go Fish cards, like if somebody's looking at the Go Fish cards, then you might know what their hand is, or you might see the square. But like because this could be anything, and nobody sees the square, so let's just do the square. And anyway, okay, so reveal.
Circle.
It's a circle again. Oh, just like at the beginning. I'm gonna do it again.
Circle.
Okay. Circle. Square.
Cross.
Oh, okay. If you say so. I'm to do the eye again because somebody suggested do the eye. One time, this one time, they were like, "Do the eye."
Aquarius.
What is that? Is that like? Is that the like? If I had actual Zenner cards, that might not land on that. Perhaps the randomness, because like if you try to digitally make something random, there are like there are certain patterns in the math and the logic of what that randomness is rather than actually drawing a card. But actually, I do have something else. Before I end the video, I wanted to share something that I created that somebody is probably going to know about because they shuffle the cards and they. I actually got these cards that are. This is quite predictable. Like I like Cliff's Notes, and so I got tarot cards, and they tell you a little bit about the tarot. But the tarot cards, they they don't have all information on the card. They just give like detailed, like basic information on that arcana or whatever the card is. More than just like a deck of cards that just has the picture of the figure or whatever the card is. Like, so I really like those, but I actually developed something on my infinity dice, which you can do the individual infinity things, which is quite amazing. But it is the okay. That's Magic 8 Ball. Is it the Magic 8 Ball? Yes, it is the Magic 8 Ball. You're showing me the actual Magic 8 Ball that I'm seeing right here in like 2016, I think. Outlook not so good. Actually, I think it could be a Magic 8 Ball. I think it could be creating a Magic 8 Ball on the site. Make a website. Oh, thank you for the suggestion. I think I'll make a website. Okay, here we go. Make it snappy. Make it snap. Oh wow! I already made the website, so the site is there, and then you make it snappy. You just achieve your goals, and then you snap, and it's like wow, magic. It's like magic, inevitable magic. Okay, so let's see. Let's do M2, Robinhood, E-Trade type stuff, but not actually those. I actually recommend that you don't do those, and that you don't do a like something that like a savings account where it increases in value over time. I actually recommend that you don't do those and you just stick with solid money. Like don't do crypto, don't do investing in companies unless you actually are part of that company, and don't do savings accounts where they loan out money to other people, screw them over, and then you're like, oh, okay, you gave us this money back. We're gonna give it to these other people, and if they don't pay us back, we're gonna take a bunch of money from them, and then we're gonna give you a small cut of that. Here you go. Here you go. Do you like my top hat? Wait, these are goggles. What am I talking about? Top hat. What? Top hat? What? Huh? Okay, so let's with all these things, coin flip. What's the coin flip? Tails. Brilliant. But like if you actually flipped a coin, or actually like either a cube dice or a coin is more like difficult to influence. But like if you throw a ball, you could make it. You could say where it lands. Or if you roll a dice, you might be able to get one eye, but you might not be able to get snake eyes. Um, because that's a little bit more difficult. And then if you roll like a 12-sided dice, it's very difficult to actually have any influence on what that dice is actually going to land on. But then you get something like this where it's the infinity-sided dice with many things. And it does have some things where you're not actually rolling a giant dice that's infinity sides. Well, actually, that wouldn't make any sense because it would be infinity. But but like you roll it, and then integrity means doing the right thing even when no one is watching. That is an important one. I'm glad that popped up. Okay, so here's the thing that this took several versions, but I finally created the tarot deck, and I drew the Queen of Wands, and this is just like my Cliff's Notes tarot card deck, but it gives you all this information, and you're actually drawing from a tarot deck. So sometimes these cards actually have something to do with what's going on, but at the same time, it's like oh, like we're gonna give you just one of these astro signs and or one of these Sims settings for your one of the traits of your Sims or this life path, and we're gonna be like, oh, well, this is you, and then like these are some things about you with this, and then it's like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. I guess that's me. But I do all the signs, and I'm the like the all encompassing grandmaster being that learns from the best because I learn from the best, and I use the methodology of the wisest, the most amazing, noble, virtuous uh, grandmasters and the greatest teachers and the people who really have it figured out. Like I learn from them, and then I gain skill. I practice teachings, or I do research. I get teaching skill, and then I put those things into practice. Like these nails, like I improved upon the nails, and then I might do tutorials on that, so you could learn from me, and we could help each other out in like the nails and um fingernails and painting your nails. Like there are tutorials out there, but some of them they don't give you the right thing. So it's important. Well, I saw somebody who did the nails, and then they had like they put like extra coats of that clear coat, and then like they had this really long nail with this bump at the end of it, and it looked kind of weird. Um, so like maybe take everything with a grain of salt and read in between the lines if you are to take in any information, and then maybe like look into what I say on this of the Ouija of the Ouija. Oh, this is actually the this isn't the site. This is like the working on the site. So like whenever you're looking at the things, like this is some tips on uh not being suggestive and knowing both dark psychological tactics and uh knowing hypnotism and things for mind control, and then educating yourself about those things, and then when they happen to be a little bit wary of what is going on and to read in between the lines uh, and to take everything with a grain of salt and to like oh a mouse like everything that you put your finger over, like that doesn't count. Like you are actually choosing, like it's that the illusion of choice or the fact of choice of like you, the you on Ouija. There you go. I hit the U, and the other stuff doesn't matter. Goodbye. But then the goodbye is there, so it's like suggestive. And like this whole thing is there, like all the letters and stuff and numbers. But so like if you go to my site, this teaches a little bit about that. Like I have something on here like, oh, have you been hypnotized? Remember to check your email. Or being less suggestive. Also, get 8.5 to 12 hours of sleep, or at least specifically 8 hours, um, and practice the knowledge that you know, and like do memory exercises and use your brain. Like don't get on things that are sedative or make it hard to think. And use your actual brain as much as you can, because like it's important to think and to practice what you know, and like some things like are like you might not remember every minute detail of what happened like a few years ago, but there are like you will remember things like well, and there are things that, and then there's that whole thing about like remembering things from for before you were born that are just sort of like ingrained in like that are passed down. Like that's stuff from like the ways of your ancestors. um but then uh but like here's how I write my ones. Remember that that's how I write my ones, because like if you take my competence or my sanity, I am very logical. and I use the scientific method and my own scientific method plus. I am very logical. I'm like the opposite of crazy. So and then like with that mindset and being virtuous and being good um, is a and then especially that mindset of reading in between the lines and taking everything with a grain of salt. It allows you to see through the veil and to explore topics that are maybe a little bit more more pseudoscience or crazy, without losing your mind. I guess you could say, which is some of the stuff that I've talked about and touched on here. Um, but what is that a gray person with red eyes? What do you see? The the age of deepfakes and um maybe that photo but the thing about that is like with AI and stuff like with deepfakes and stuff is like there are people who like in Hollywood who their job is to make something look real. Like you can make a sci-fi movie and like did that guy actually teleport? No, he didn't. Or is that or like even before like cuz like I am a photo manipulation artist and I create photos like I change your hair color or and I've got a new tool that allows me to work with faces but like um what AI does is I think it's amazing. I think AI could be good for so many people, but people that already know how to edit things and manipulate things into creating something like art digitally, like me, like using AI to generate things, it creates a molding clay that allows you to generate anything that you can imagine, and then you can fine tune it and edit it to be exactly what you envision. Like are you a model? Am I a model? Where's the camera? And then like you just have this whole thing where you're the world's greatest actor, but then you can also have the thing where you're a world's greatest actor doing something else, and it's completely fabricated. Like, um, but oh, okay. Now that we're at the end of this, I'm going to show you Queen of Wands. I have a wand and I am a queen. Um, I'm going to show you, just to leave you with something that I could take away from this, is I want to show you. Okay, come on, allow, and then let's just refresh this. This is something I developed for a uh, real time solution for my characters because I edit Raven Shadow in post. I wear a green wig or I wear a light blue wig, and then I just rotate the hue and turn up the saturation, and that's available in this. But I created a new thing that allows you to be Raven Shadow in real time, even with the green wig, which always causes problems because it looks more red whenever you shift it, and you don't like use like something special to make the wig the same. But I wanted to show you. This is I am Christian A. Waldrop, and this is Raven Shadow, the best, most awesome version of Christian A. Waldrop. That is who Raven Shadow is. But here is Raven Shadow as the character. Raven Shadow can have green eyes, neon green eyes. He, or he can have anyone's face. He can have their regular color eyes. He's like a shapeshifter. Um, but he is not usually a body snatcher. Like some head canons think that Raven Shadow is a body snatcher, but he's not. Maybe. um, but so this is Raven Shadow. This is what he looks like without the effects, and then I'm gonna show you Raven Shadow. Now here's the real time solution for Raven Shadow. Oh, hang on. There's Raven Shadow. And if I use the blue wig, then it's like the neon hair, and then the godlike or god eyes, Raven Shadow, Mwaha, powered up. Okay, and then uh, and then it's my face, and then like this specifically, this is the green hair with the shape of this specific wig, is the way that Shadow's hair is actually supposed to look. But now I'm gonna show you the last part of this cool video. Um, is the classic Raven Shadow effect. So this is how I used to do it. This is like in Olive from 2015 or 2019 is like it allows me to like and um I either have purple hair or green hair, but like see, this is what the hair looks like. So that's why this solution is so great because it's custom for the light blue and the green hair. So like if I have the green wig, I can have this this magenta skin and have the green wig, which was always a problem with editing, unless I did like tedious stuff with what was it, Premiere, I think, Adobe. Um, but here is why I use a light blue wig. Because in the classic version of Raven Shadow, or the classic effects for Raven Shadow, um, a light blue wig is green with my magenta skin. Raven Shadow. But this isn't the right hair shape for Raven Shadow. But there's Raven Shadow. And now let's go back to no effects and Raven Shadow mode. See, there we go. So the solution actually works for it. And then like talking about like the future stuff, like I imagine Raven Shadow to have green with slight light blue dots, and that's is exactly what this has. So it's like I saw the future or something. And then here's what took hours in post editing, done completely live. There's the magenta skin and the green wig. The green wig. As I envisioned and manifested and created with creation and world building and storytelling and developing my own multiverse and stuff. But there's Raven Shadow, and this is such a breakthrough. Like just having this color skin and then having the green wig green without like, and then also another cool thing that this has is green wig and what's that? Green screen with green wig, transparent with green wig, so that like you're doing a green screen for a white background, and the wig is green. Like if you know how chroma key works, like this is such an amazing thing. Even though like it's imperfect with like how it actually detects a person, like there's that fuzziness around it, and then it detects like certain other things, but that is such a breakthrough. Hey, I'm Raven Shadow. I'm the best, most awesome version of Christian A. Waldrop. Here's been my shade error talking about like ESP and stuff, and like playing with Zenner cards, like my custom Zenner cards that have like other shapes. Um, so thanks for watching. Thank you so much for watching. This is probably a complete video that I will love to have, and that'll be worth keeping up and rewatching and stuff for myself and my friends.